Rahim. Fundamental of electric circuit, example 2.8. Find current and voltages in the circuit shown in the figure below. So we can start from here. Say I1, I2 and I3, and we have two loops. This is loop 1 and this one loop 2. So as we know, we have three voltages. We are going to find three voltages, that is V1, V2 and V3, and I1, I2 and I3. In the given circuit, V1 equal to 8 and I1 positive sign, so that's why positive 8 I1. V2 equal to 3 I2 and V3 equal to 6 I3. So for finding V1 we need to find I1, for V2 we need I2, and for V3 we need I3. In this particular circuit, let's say this is node 1, applying KCL at node A. So KCL means the algebraic sum of all the current entering or leaving into a node is equal to 0. So I1 is entering and I2 and I3 are leaving. So I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. I mean, this is basically we are applying KCL at node A, and you can get this. Applying KVL at loop 1, I apply to loop 1. Minus 30 plus this is minus 30 plus V1 and plus V2 equal to 0. Putting V1 and V2 here, so we can get minus 30 plus V1 8 I1 plus V2 3 I2 equal to 0. Or we can simply write I1 equal to 30 minus 3 I2 divided by 8. Now applying KVL to loop 2, and loop 2 we have two voltages, V3 plus basically minus V2 equal to 0, or V3 equal to V2. So as we know, V3 is equal to 6I3 and V2 is equal to 3I2. So I3 equal to I2 divided by 2. Now putting, let's say this one is equation. So putting A, equation A and B, and so we can get, as we know, I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. I1 is 30 minus 3 I2 divided by n minus I2 we need to find I2, so and I2 divided by 2 equal to 0. So we can simplify by taking LCM is 8 and 30 minus 3I2 minus 8I2 minus 4I2 equal to 0. If you cross multiply 8 to 0, so you can get 0. So 30, 8, 4 and 3 minus 15 I2 equal to 0, and I2 equal to 30 by 15 is 2 ampere. That means I2 is equal to 2 ampere. Putting I2 in equation B, you can get I3 equal to 1 ampere. As we know, I3 equal to I2 divided by 2 from equation B. So I3 equal to, putting the value of I2, that is 2 ampere by 2, so I3 is 1 ampere. So for, as we know, I2 is 2 ampere, I3 is 1 ampere, and putting the values of I2 and I3 in equation 1, you can get I2. As we know, I3 minus I2 I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. So I2 I1 minus 2 minus 1 equal to 0. So I1 equal to 3 ampere. So after finding I2, I3 and I1, you can simply put these values and V1, V2 and V3 for finding V1, V2 and V3. As we know, V1 equal to 8I1, so 8 into I1 is 3, so 24 volt. V2 is 3I2, so 3I2 equal to 8 into I2 is basically 2 ampere, so 16 volt. And V3, as we know, is 6I3, 8 and I3 is basically 1, then that is basically 8 volt. Sorry, 6I1, so 6 volt. So we did some more. This is 8I1 and this is 3I2, so this one is 3I2 means 6 volt, and 6I3, 6 into I1 is 6 volt. In this way you can find V1, V2 and V3. As we know, V1 is equal to 8I1, 8, and I1 is basically 3 ampere, so 24 volt. V2 is equal to 3I2, 3, and I2 is basically 2 ampere. So after putting the value of I2, you can get 6 volt V2, and V3 is equal to 6I3, 6, and I3 is equal to 1, basically 1. So after putting the value of I3, you can get V3 is 6 volt. Now we have an exercise problem that is 2.15. Calculate voltage V and Ix in the circuit given below. So this is 2.15 from the exercise problem. We can easily solve this question. As we know, we have two loops, loop 1 and loop 2, Ix, and we have dependent source. You can differentiate between dependent and independent source from the symbol. So this symbol is for dependent source. We Dependent source is basically an active element in which the source of quantity is controlled by the another voltage or current. So dependent source may be, or it can be, a voltage or a current source, but the quantity is controlled by the another voltage or current source because it is dependent on the other sources. So how to solve this particular question? Applying KVL to loop 1, and this one is loop 2 to loop 1. So we applying KVL to loop 1, minus 10 plus V plus 4 equal to 0 and V equal to 6 volt. And then similarly you can apply KVL to loop 2 for finding Ix. So applying KVL to loop 2, we know that minus 4 plus 16 and plus 3 Ix equal to 0. So Ix equal to minus 4 volt, minus 4 ampere, sorry, because 12 plus 3Ix equal to 0. So 3Ix equal to minus 12 and Ix equal to minus 12 divided by 3. So you can get Ix minus 4. So in this way you can solve similar kind of questions even from the exercise. Thank you.